no worse than 4th place, but certainly they've got their eyes on that top 2 position. Tigre will get it started. He will not find Flame. Flame just barely missing that one around the corner. And here goes Placebo. It's Godsmilla around in front, and that pass just a little too strong for McLovin. He was charging in. Should have been a 1-0 lead for Placebo, and that's what we were talking about. You don't necessarily have to play perfect, but you do have to play at a very, very high level. That's a mistake Placebo cannot afford to make.
All right, are we watching the rival series right now? Because this ball is just sitting, hanging in the midfield with no pressure on it. It's like both these teams are scared to push forward. Be aggressive. You just saw the Juicy Kids do it in game 1. Learn from that. Take it. Use it to your advantage, especially if you're on Team Secret. You know that you can play faster than this Placebo squad.
It's going to be Godsmilla looking for El Dente, but instead McLovin comes in. So again, the offense, a little shaky so far for Placebo. They have at least matched Team Secret for the first minute. Here's Flame. That kicks over towards Tylacto. But he's on his way back. And now Flame, Tylacto, it will be Tylacto. Off the corner for Flame, the league's leading scorer. And he comes up empty here, but the pressure remains for Team Secret as El Dente does make a big clear, and more importantly, Subi, he gets it way out of the zone.
Yeah, that was a great clear, seeing that Secret was pushed up past that midfield line, puts it right over their heads, but Tigre with that ball gets denied. Good pressure there from Al Dente. I want to see that all day long, but the demo actually messed up Team Secret there.
Yeah, you see that little smoke screen, that's still on the line, hasn't gone through, and finally it does. Everybody just holding their breath, and finally it just rolls in. Godsmilla gets credit for a laugher.
Looked like there was an opportunity to actually save that ball, but when that ball is starting to bleep in the goal, starting to
change colors, yeah.
Change colors. That's when panic mode sets in. That's when you just mash the controller. And what is happening? El Dente cooks that shot to perfection. 2-0 for Placebo.
Wow, El Dente coming in with only two of the 10 goals that they had scored. He's getting off to a good start here. 2-0 lead for Placebo. This could be the week. When we look back at week 4 of this rival series, we may look at this as the week that the rival series was turned on its head. Already a 2-0 lead for Placebo now. Tigre looking to answer back, and Godsmilla's got the save. Tylacto now, he's looking for Flame. That's out of his reach, but Tigre will bring it back, but guess who's there? Al Dente buying time for his teammates, and he bought just enough. McLovin recovers, and it's set away again.
One good thing that Placebo has to their advantage right now is they lead the league in saves per game. So they're used to seeing shots put on net. They're used to keeping them out of their goal. If they can limit those shots and still save the ones that are on net, they're going to be in a great position against this Team Secret squad.
Al Dente to kick one off the corner. That's going back the other way, and Godsmilla recovers. So we were talking about Al Dente being the defensive rock, and he has been. Talked about Godsmilla doing all the scoring, but he's also played a fair bit of defense here in game 1. It has worked so far for Placebo. Maybe not for long. Tigre comes up off the crossbar, and no follow-up. Empty net the other way. It's McLovin, and the lead is 3.
Look at this 50-50 right there, meeting Tylacto in the air at the top of the box, pushes that ball forward, realizes he has a fast break. All he has to do is get it over the head of the last defender. He does exactly that, and 3-0 lead for Placebo. What is going on with the European region of the rival series?
What's going on is Placebo is laying the smackdown on Team Secret right now. It's Tigre, though. He'll win the race to that middle boost. Very important win there. Off the backboard from Tylacto, and Godsmilla has the clear away. Back the other way they go. And it's Godsmilla and Al Dente trying to link up. Now McLovin, anybody there for him? No, Tigre will have all day. Placebo, they really have seemed to go into the shell. 3-0, that's a huge lead at any point, especially with only a minute 20 left. Another chance in front for Secret. That's well off the mark. And Al Dente just ahead of Flame for the clear.
Oh!
Great drop pass from McLovin. They're still on the attack, but Tigre will finally clear it away. But he doesn't have a teammate to pass to because Godsmilla took him out.
Great heads up play, and what
boy.
just happened? Flame got a touch on this ball right there, and that's how he scored.
Yeah, they expected
Whiff.
something else. Godsmilla
Whiff.
came up completely whiffing. Al Dente couldn't make the save because he thought Godsmilla had the ball. Maybe it looked like a lag hit on his end. Either way, it's a 3-1 lead now. Team Secret is still in this game. Tylacto looking for Flame. He'll eventually find him, but he took a while to get there. Flame getting a little help from Godsmilla actually centering that ball. And now Tylacto finds Tigre, who finds Al Dente again. Another savior badge for Al Dente. He's good for 2 saves a game. That's only going to go up, and it could be a win for Placebo if they can hang on for the next 30 seconds. Another chance for Flame in front. That's going to be cleared away by Al Dente. Only as far as Tylacto. McLovin gets in on the saving action. Another clear coming up. Godsmilla needs to bomb this away, and he does. Right down the middle of the blue zone, and time is not on the side of Team Secret. They need to score right now if they're going to have a chance, and they won't. Godsmilla with one more clear, and Placebo are starting this match off with a bang. A 3-1 win to take Game 1 over Team Secret.
And if you're on Team Secret right now, you have got to be feeling a little bit down, especially going up against Placebo. They are the second worst in the league of shots per game, and they just matched you. 7 shots to 8. You do not want that to happen, especially when you are the #1 offense in the league, and you just got basically shut out. 1 goal that was off of a whiff. Doesn't count for me, counts on the scoreboard. Either way, it doesn't matter because Placebo take Game 1.
Yeah, so again, if you were relying on us for predictions, first of all, you've made a terrible, terrible mistake. Second of all, what is even happening in Europe this week? Again, this is the week where everything could just be flipped upside down. We have
That's Oceania.
no reason to expect this from Placebo based on what they've done against the other teams that they've played so far, but they are 1-1. Now they're 1-0 in this match against Team Secret. You wonder, maybe is Secret looking ahead a little bit to that method match?
Well, you heard Gilly ask that question. Are they looking forward to the promotion tournament? Are they thinking about maybe what teams they want to face? Do they want to see Flipside? Who knows? It doesn't matter. You might not even get there. Focus about the rival series. Focus on getting into the top 2. Top 4 is awesome because you don't have to qualify again, but it's just a consolation prize. You don't get anything for it. You don't have the opportunity to push up to the championship series. That's why everyone is here. That's why these players are playing right now. They want to be in the big time. They want the name. They want the lights. They want to play on stage. Not going to happen unless you can get top 2.
With that first goal that Placebo scored, Al Dente did get his first assist of the season. Long time coming, and he was a huge part of the offense for Placebo. They did just about everything right. Can they do it again? Godsmilla with the save. That will start things off for Placebo. Flame, waiting to see if he can get going. Not on this occasion. Can Tigre catch up to this? Pass a little too strong off the backboard. And Godsmilla, well, no, actually McLovin will have it away.
Yes.
Godsmilla, right place, right time, but he can't bang it home. It goes barred down and away, and Placebo are robbed not by Secret, but by the crossbar.
Well, Crossbar is the best defender in the European region, whether it's the rival series or championship series. Right now, need to work on that accuracy. They have the right idea of taking the midfield, pushing that ball forward to a teammate to clear it up. Team Secret not expecting that, especially from Placebo right now. One of the lowest goal per game and assist per game in the league.
It's Godsmilla. He's passed 1. Godsmilla passed 2, but Tylacto's there, and he has been the defensive rock all season as well. For Team Secret, they come up empty there to Placebo. They have to go back to their own defensive end, and it will be Al Dente. McLovin actually getting out of his way there. That was a little dangerous. There was a heavy chance for Al Dente to just bang that one off of McLovin and have it kick right back in front. This is almost missed by Tylacto, but he recovers. You know, Tylacto We don't see him as much in the scoring game, but he is the only player coming into this week averaging at least an assist per game. They have really done a great job, Placebo have, of neutralizing Team Secret as a whole, but especially Tylacto.
4 shots to 2 right now. Team Secret looking at another one, but an easy save made by Godsmella. The pressure starting to mount from Team Secret. They just need to retain possession of this ball. Do not go all the way back to their own zone for boost. Stay at the midfield line.
Another one kicked away. We haven't seen a goal just yet. Could have one here as Tigre is going to bring one in. McLovin, though, big power clear all the way down to the other side of the field. Taking advantage of the size of the field, you can just bomb it away, give your teammates time to stock up on boost, and really throw off anything the other side has been trying to set up, all with one big touch. Back the other way it goes, though. Tigre again in front, but nobody there. It doesn't seem like they're really communicating where these passes are going to be going, or if they do, maybe they're calling it out too late, because we've seen a lot of balls thrown into the midfield, but nobody's circling around to get onto them.
Well, I mean, when you whiff a ball, you call out fake. Maybe they're hitting it and then saying pass. Same mentality, I don't know. But another shot from Tigre puts his team on his back. Unassisted goal on the board for Secret.
Yeah, McLovin there does not get this cleanly at all. All he does is put it up on a tee for Tigre to center it for himself. And Team Secret have their first lead of this series. They didn't score until it was already 3-0 to Placebo in game 1. Now the pressure's on Placebo. Was game 1 just a fluke? Can they answer back? They're gonna have a chance here, but the pass too strong. Dente not able to catch up to it. Now Godsmilla. That could angle downward. No, it's gonna kick out to the side, and McLovin, he got a late break on that ball and he missed it entirely. He'll try again though. Quick recovery. He set up Dente, and Tylacto's there. Again, we talk about Tylacto's defense. It has been on point here in game 2.
Definitely has been. One thing that I am liking from Placebo so far, even though they are down, is the challenges that they're putting on the ball. You can see them going up for the ball, already trying to pre-read it. They're in the air. If Team Secret wants to take advantage of this defense right now, fakes could really come in handy.
It's Flame now, right at McLovin. Nobody there on the left side, though. Had that ball been maybe sent over to the right, somebody could have got onto that for Placebo instead. Wrong side of the field. That was a fake by Godsmilla. It threw off the defense enough to at least give them an opportunity, but Tigre makes the save. Big demo there, though. Flames out of the play. It's almost like a power play opportunity. That double commit doesn't help at all. And now, Placebo, they do have Team Secret running around a bit. Here comes Dente. Got it on the tires to try and deaden it, but he took way too much off, and Tylacto's able to make the save.
McLovin.
Another demo, though. Look out. Godsmilla takes out Tigre, and finally Tigre, after the respawn, he's the one who clears it away.
And after 50 seconds in the midfield, it finally gets touched. I don't know why Secret is just pushing the ball to mid without any other player trying to get a touch on that ball. They're just going for panic clears right now.
Pass ahead to Dente. Here comes McLovin. Tough angle, and he couldn't get a lot of power on it. That's been the problem for Placebo. They're just not squaring up these shots. I mean, Tylacto, it's a training pack for him right now. Save after save. 3 seconds remain. Last chance for Placebo. Can they keep this up? No, they can't. Almost looks like they turned away from that ball for whatever reason. And that is how game 2 comes to a close.
And oddly enough, Team Secret with more saves than Placebo in this game. Less shots. What is going on right now? If I saw this scoreboard, I would say, oh yeah, Team Secret is definitely orange and Placebo is blue. But they're not playing how they have been so far this season. They're not living up to what we know them for. It's just making it not only hard to predict, but very fun to watch. At least this one is now tied up and down to a best-of-3 series.
Yeah, one of the teams that leads the league as a team in assists as well in Team Secret. Yeah, they didn't really do a whole lot with their team plays. I mean, that goal that was scored, it was all Tigre. You got a little help from McLovin too, but McLovin can't get an assist on that play. So for Team Secret, it's a win. You can't complain about that, I guess, but I don't think that's the way you want to be winning. I think that they want to try and assert their dominance here as this series goes on. and Placebo are not letting them. They are not just laying down for the count. They are really taking the fight to Team Secret, and it's Secret who has to fight for everything they're getting against Placebo.
Method is kind of licking their chops right now.
Oh,
saying
no kidding.
The worst team in the league as far as goals per game and assists per game can do this to Team Secret, can hold them to only 1 goal in this game. What can we do?
Well, what we did see from Team Secret is a team that only allows less than 2 goals per game. They allowed exactly 0 in Game 2. That's a little bit of the secret we're used to seeing. Here's Godsmilla looking for McLovin. That's going to kick all the way across. McLovin's still there, but Tigre disrupts the play just enough. Al Dente now, after the demo, Al Dente is going to score, but give a huge assist to McLovin, taking out Tylacto.
Oh, you have to. Just a heads-up play to go for that goalie, trusting in Al Dente to retain possession of that ball, push it back into the zone. All Al Dente has to do is drive forward with the ball on his grill. Beautiful play from Placebo.
And a demo off the kickoff. Al Dente and Placebo are not done trying to take out Team Secret. But that's going to be taken away by Tylacto. So, hey, if you can't beat them, just take them out of the play. It's worked out that time for Placebo. They have a lead early. Now McLovin, he's got to turn back, was looking for that back corner boost, but Flame beat him to it. Now Tigre trying to read Al Dente's touch, and he has found Tylacto. Flame with a side flip. He thought about going up for this. Maybe better that he didn't, because he could set one up for Tigre, but he just didn't get it out front enough. And now it's McLovin. Pop over one, but Flame is there for the save. And again, we talk about, the offensive power of Team Secret and how good Tylacto's been defensively. Role reversal, similar to what we saw in our last match. Tylacto's had to get involved a little bit in the offensive game. We've seen Flame and Tigre having to pick up a little bit on defense as well. Al Dente's got that one just off the mark, and that's going to be sent away again. Another opportunity gone by the wayside for Placebo.
So far, they're doing a great job. They have that 1-goal lead. They're not being overly aggressive. When you see them back on defense, what a save from Al Dente. He puts the saves on the board, and that one couldn't come at a better time.
And now McLovin, he was looking for Al Dente there, but he could not streak downfield. And so it'll be Tigre. He's got time and space, and that's something you cannot give Tigre, either one of them. Now McLovin. Back in it goes, and Flame. That could be trouble. It's in front from Godsmilla, but Al Dente is there. Not necessarily where you want to put that ball unless you've got a lot of help, which he had. Tylacto now. Big, that's a double demo from Godsmilla and Flame. They're out of the play for just a moment, but no harm, no foul. We play on coming up on halftime.
So far, it doesn't look like Method is starting to sweat just yet. They realize they have a ton of game left. Nice passing play, but Tigre got the wheel touch, didn't put any power on that ball, didn't change the trajectory of it whatsoever. Hate when that happens. It's like you think, oh, I have the sweetest redirect, and it goes nowhere.
Flames up for this one. Looking for Tigre. Can he find the angle? Well, he can, but he also found McLovin. There's McLovin and Godsmilla. Really tight window to try and squeeze that ball through. Never really had a chance. McLovin now for Godsmilla, but Tigre's there. Good read on the defensive end. And it's Al Dente. Seeing a little bit of the old Placebo with Al Dente at the back. He's going to set up McLovin here, though. And Tigre's done just enough to disrupt the play. Now Godsmilla. He'll find McLovin. Looking for Al Dente in front. But McLovin hung around as well, and the play didn't quite work out the way Placebo intended.
Nice spider defense there from Tigre, waiting until the last second for that air dribble to come in. So easily defended nowadays are those air dribbles, but they can be dangerous. Al Dente gets back for his 3rd save, gets that savior badge to put on his shirt lapel. He does it almost every single game.
I can think of there might be one person that has more badges now than Al Dente, and that's probably Ash Ketchum. Here's Flame. This kisses the ceiling right to McLovin, and it's sent away yet again. Tylacto just trying to bully his way through. It's got to be getting a little desperate now for Team Secret. They're realizing now they're down a goal. They've only got a minute to work with. Godsmilla Again, just kicking this down into the secret side of the field. Tylacto's got to try and bomb one away. He can't. Double commit. Could be trouble again for Secret. They do recover, but look at where everybody is. There's a lot of hero ball coming out right now on the defensive end for Secret, and that one's squared up by McLovin, but it is saved off to the side.
Right now, Team Secret has 3 opportunities to get a goal. That is one. That was a very poor offensive push. They need to work better as a team.
Dente maybe looking for Godsmilla to turn, but they're not going to get too aggressive. Placebo trying to hang on for dear life, holding on to a 1-0 lead, looking to take the lead in this series. Back the other way it goes. Flame needs to clear this away. He does. He's found Tylacto. Now they need to keep this in the air, and it's spiked down. Placebo have a 2-1 series lead, looking to spring a monumental upset here in week 4.
Terrible time management in the end there. They had 30 seconds to go, about 10 seconds for each opportunity. The first one pushed all the way down into the zone, just basically turning over the ball themselves. Then the second one, poor offense. Third one, no one home to receive that pass. Just need to really use their time better. It seemed like they didn't start to panic until 30 seconds set in. I want to see a minute and a half. I want to see more offense from them. I want to see them start pushing forward. Just seemed like they were complacent. They were okay being down by a point. Oh, we're going to get it back. That opportunity never came. They need to realize this is the best team on defense in the league. They're used to the pressure. They're used to being under that just unsurmountable force and not letting it crush them. This game, Placebo really stood extremely strong.
The goal scoring totals for Flame and Tigre. For Flame, 20 to tie for the league lead coming into this match. For Tigre, 17. They have not done a whole lot on the offensive end.
One apiece.
Yeah, one apiece because of really the defense of Placebo and especially Dente. 1 win away are Placebo. They would be 2-1, and they would be in fantastic shape for not just a top 4 spot, but a top 2 spot as well. Again, they've played so few series, but you come out of this week with 1 loss, yeah, you're going to have a busy week next week, but you're in great shape moving forward with a busy week 5. But again, getting ahead of ourselves a little too much. They have business to take care of here with Secret. They need this one especially, as Dente will try to start the counterattack for Placebo. Flame way up, way early for this. It may work out because he's kind of in the right place.
Oh.
And then Tigre, boy, they have the soul reads right now on Placebo to start game 4.
Their crystal ball is definitely out and telling them where to be. They're in the right place at the right time. Looks like they should have had a few double commits, but instead they're right where the ball is. Great shot placement, but a better save put on the board from Flame.
Tigre to bomb one away. Flame looking for the redirect. Really does seem like Team Secret, they want to try and win this game now in the air. It really seems like a concerted effort. They're going to challenge everything early in the air. That is trouble in front. That is not the Placebo defense we've seen so far in this series, and Secret strikes first.
Look at it. Dente and Godsmilla getting a little friendly on that wall there, trying to hold hands because it's scary when you're up at heights. But unfortunately, they both fall, crumbling to the ground, and Team Secret with the 1-0 lead. So far, when they hold that lead first, they win their games.
Yeah, the team that scored first so far has won each game, and it hasn't really felt close. Even though we've had a couple of 1-0 games, the team that has won those 1-0 games felt like they probably should have won 2 or 3-0. Flame and looks like McLovin tangled up in the corner.
Rule number 2, gotta live by it.
Yeah, but they ended up breaking it, oddly enough. So who actually bailed out in that game of chicken? We'll never know, actually. Flame, that's off the mark. Tylacto's follow-up, saved by McLovin. And now trouble for Secret. They got to scramble back, and Tylacto does. And it goes back into the Team Secret zone, but not really a lot of pressure from Placebo. There's plenty here. Tylacto squared that one up, and McLovin has the save. Watch the follow-up. It's not there. And Godsmilla should have this. No, it's going to be McLovin.
But nice for McLovin to push that ball directly forward to Godsmilla, realizing He did miss that ball, but he's in perfect position to push this ball into the blue zone, and they still hold on to possession in the offensive zone right now. They need to keep this up. Team Secret being a little bit hesitant on the defensive zone. Maybe get a bump back there to disrupt things even more.
Flame now whiff that one in the corner. Not a tactical whiff by any means, but it will work out. And that just outside the mark there. Al Dente does clear it away, but it goes right to Tigre. So Team Secret, they have the advantage here in Game 4. They have looked like the better team, and now they have a second goal. It's Tylacto getting, I believe, his first assist of the series.
Is that his first assist of the series? It is. He's showing up. He's here. May have taken him 4 games, but that's okay. They need this one. They know how important it is. Tylacto coming up with that assist in the most critical time.
Godsmilla looking for a kickoff goal, but couldn't cut that turn in time. So now McLovin needs this over Tigre. And I think they're starting to kind of let that ball get way out in front of them because they're expecting these early challenges, these air reads from Secret. And now Secret are playing a little more patiently on defense. They're challenging Placebo to come beat them. Godsmilla's done just that, just forces it through, and Al Dente is there to clean it up on the other end.
We told everyone, all of the viewers, all of the players, we needed to see Al Dente show up, and so far, he has 3 goals in this series, stepping up huge right now.
Is it going to be enough, though? Placebo still need another. Had a chance there, but Tigre wins that at midfield. Al Dente for Godsmilla, looking to snipe the corner, and he's just off the mark. And here goes Tylacto. Got Flame for support as well. And boy, he had Godsmilla waiting for a shot that never came in. Now Flame's up the ladder. Tigre's lurking. Tylacto is as well. He's up for this, and the ball stays on the orange side of the field. More pressure from Team Secret, and it's very patient pressure. They are killing off this clock almost methodically. Another shot from Tylacto. That's blocked by Al Dente. They need McLovin to clear, and he does. He's found Godsmilla. That's going to sail high on him. Got the demo, and it may prove inconsequential because Al Dente is not getting this in front in time, and Flame will finally take over. Boy, he was given about half a game's worth of time to finally set himself and clear it away. It's almost like Placebo were waiting for permission to continue their attack.
They didn't have the pass to go out in the hallways, so they had to go back into the room. I don't know why they rotated back to defense. They had the pressure, they had the bumps, they had the demos. Now they have the passing plays down the field, but Godsmilla off target puts it right in Tylacto's hands.
Yeah, they had a 2-on-1 advantage, could not convert. Now they've only got 30 seconds, needing a goal to avoid a 5th and deciding game between Secret and Placebo. Flame just dumping in again. Team Secret's into the shell. Al Dente needs to get this by Tylacto, and he does. McLovin is lurking. It's going to be Godsmilla instead. That's off the mark. Al Dente is there, set up by Godsmilla for the 2nd time, and we're all tied up.
Look at the smart positioning from Al Dente, knowing that if that shot isn't on target, it is a pass. Goes off that side wall. He took physics. He knows where that ball's going off that back wall. Perfect position, great shot placement. Tie game, game number 4. Team Secret has their back against the wall.
And we're not into overtime just yet. There was a miss there, and had the attacker for Placebo, couldn't see who it was, had he waited just a moment, he would have had a golden opportunity. Another demo. This time it's Godsmilla. It's been a very physical game on the part of Placebo, but it has worked. And it really feels like they've also keyed in on Tylacto, trying to disrupt him defensively. This will go down to the other side, and it's Godsmilla again. 4 goes the boost. That could be a mistake. He will actually collect, and it does go back down to the Team Secret side. Boy, every mistake is magnified at this point, Subi. It is must win here in Game 4 for Team Secret. Otherwise, they're going to have really a black eye on their record with a loss to Placebo, a team that they were expected to beat. And with it being crunch time coming down to the final couple of weeks here, this one's going to linger for a bit.
This one definitely could, but They're not out of the running just yet, still in this game. A minute has passed in this overtime, and you can tell both teams playing extremely hesitant, especially Team Secret. No one in the air to follow that shot up. The pinch double commit could hurt them, but it doesn't. But if you are on Placebo right now, you have to realize you have the opportunity to take Team Secret down right now.
McLovin back pass to Al Dente, and Flame just gets a piece of it. Tigre against Al Dente, and now Tigre is going to take it himself, blocked by McLovin. Has he slowed him down enough? He has. Flame's got the reset. Tylacto to follow, and he could not snipe the side, and now it's numbers the other way. Al Dente takes out Tigre, but Godsmill not going to get there in time because Flame is there.
Oh, and no pressure. Both teams little bit scared. They're shaking in their boots. They don't want to double commit. They don't want to push too far forward, knowing how important this next goal is.
Tigre now. He is past McLovin. Al Dente, boy, that is not an easy play to make. He is flailing around like a fish out of water, but he's made it work out. Now McLovin trying to control this, setting up Al Dente. Will it be a hat trick? No, it's Tylacto who makes a critical stop right at the bar. Now Tylacto, just after he just wipes the sweat off his brow, like, okay, phew, we're still alive here. Demo between Godsmilla and Tylacto. It's another double demo, in fact. That will disrupt things a little bit as both teams try to get their defensive rotation set. Tylacto's been bullied around enough in this game. Now he's taking the law into his own hands.
I want 12 more minutes of overtime. That's it. That's all I'm asking.
Only 12, okay.
Only 12. I want a 14.5-minute, 15-minute game. Is that too much to ask for? Is that too much to ask for?
The North American teams that are going to be playing later today are going to be like, you still got 2 matches to go? That's far down. It's in front, and Flame has cleared it off the line. They were that close, were Placebo, to ending this match, and now it could be back the other way. Instead, it's Godsmilla. He's chasing this down. It's going to be wide, and Flame makes sure it never reaches the center.
But it's not over. Placebo is just ramping up. They're feeling so comfortable in the offensive zone right now. Look at Al Dente pulling backflips, putting the goal in the net, and that is it. Placebo taking the game from Secret.
A guy who came in with no assists, he's the goalie, and he does this. It's a hat trick in the clinching game. Al Dente, what a performance for Placebo.